Well, today is Monday, and it has been a slow start, but it is the start of the week. I'm going to try my best to work really hard toward my weight loss goal and see just what I can manage to get done with it. Hopefully, there'll be a whole lot to show for it. My girl's behind me right now. I've got a very beautiful page here that I'm going to start coloring. I'll show it here. Sorry for the finger. So like this is what it looks like. It's got some crosses and flowers in it. The front of the book is this. It's actually the entire book. On the back of the coloring page has got a part of the actual song. So this is what's going to be colored. The story behind the song is really beautiful. I don't remember the name of the person who wrote it, but the story goes that he had a family, a wife and children, a baby, and their baby, their toddler, became sick with something or other, and it killed the baby in time. It might have been tuberculosis or something like that. Anyway, it killed the baby. And so that was devastating enough. And then sometime later, there was a chance for him and his wife and kids to sell off, and he told them to go on ahead, that he would catch up with them later. And so they sailed out, and the ship sunk and killed his wife and kids. And when he found out, he was devastated. And so along came the song out of his heart, "It Is Well With My Soul," and he wrote it to his mother. And later it came with a tune. I don't remember if he came with the tune along with the words, or if the words was just part of the letter and then somebody else came up with the tune. I have no idea. But anyway, that's the fast backstory to "It Is Well With My Soul." I see that there's 3 people on. I don't know who's on though. So anyway, I'm not quite sure what type pens I'm going to use, whether there'll be metal flake or frost or just basic. I don't know. Kind of waiting to get an opinion on it. Then I'll get started shortly. I figured like the crosses, there's 2 crosses that's got the shapes in them, and then there's 2 solid crosses. Well, no, there's 3 with the shapes in them. So those I figure can be gold, and then the 2 solid ones can be silver. And the ferns will be 2 different shades of green. And then the flowers can be various colors. The way it looks, I should actually be able to get done with this fairly quickly. That's what I'm looking to do anyway. Well, I'm just going to go on ahead and get started. I do have an idea of how I'm wanting to do the ferns, so unless my painting pal shows up to assist, I'm going to get started here. I'm still not sure what though. I guess I'll go with the first palette. This seems to have basically the colors that I would like. Basically. Pull out the gold and silver. Anyway, I've got that as well. I've got more frosts in here. Seen those gold or silver. I have to pull out gold and silver from my other pack. Oh wow. Let's go on ahead and get these crosses done. I guess that could be a type of silver. And this could be a type of gold. I'll go on ahead and get these shaped ones. Hello, Sandy K. My husband ordered it on Amazon. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, like I've got 4 of these adult coloring books, and only one was purchased at the Family Dollar, I believe it was, and then another one my mother-in-law gave me, and the other 2 my husband ordered on Amazon. The big box of pens that I pulled these out of He also got on Amazon. He's an Amazon shopper. I prefer going into Walmart. But if he can find good deals that you can't get in Walmart, then so be it. I've got a group of friends here, that is called my painting pals. They came up with the name, and I would love to have even more people in the group. It's a fun group. It's just a matter of getting people to come in and join. And usually by now they're already in. I bet they didn't even get the notification. A lot of times they don't. So I'm going to let this run as long as possible. And hopefully my friends will get the message. It's crazy, YouTube does not give the notifications immediately like it needs to. I guess that's why it's a good idea to go on ahead and give a 30-minute heads up. I wanted to hurry up and get started on this though, so I've got enough time to go to Family Dollar later. Huh. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I guess he just looked up under adult coloring books or something. But yeah, he got this one online. He's got a giant wish list for me. All kinds of things he's wanting to buy me. And after I get these crosses done, I'll show you the colors that I'm using, and you can pick out a color for the flowers. That's what I do with my painting pals. This is an interactive live stream. It's not just for chat, but I do this where I let my viewers pick out the colors. Have you ever had days where you felt like all of a sudden you was dragged down? You was okay, and then all of a sudden you just feel beat? I think I could have slept longer this morning. But at least I was able to put in a good workout this morning. So it is well worth it. Sure beats putting up with the heat. Okay, I got the gold on. It don't look like gold according to the top, but it's what it is, it's gold. I'm going to work in the silver. What do you do when you start feeling like that? How do you deal with it? It's going to be a little hard to do these silver ones because they got vines intertwining. I guess basically I'm just going to have to start setting like a 30-minute to 10-minute warning. That way everybody's got a chance to get notifications. Because by this time I've already had about 5-7 people come in. I never have a large crowd on my live streams, but I always have an interesting crowd anyway. Oh, I hate to hear that you've been sick. Yeah, I've had to ask God today, how can I deal with this? One thing I know that helps a lot is for me to try to stay busy. Keep myself alert and my mind off of things that can drag me down. Just try to stay active. Hope you get feeling better soon, Sandy. It's not too good to be feeling bad. I really prefer the gel pens. You can see the colors a lot easier than you can the pencils. I've got one more crosshair to color and then I'll show you what these look like. I didn't know if I was going to go with frost or metal flake or just the basics. I'm really not too much into the basics because they seem so plain. I really like the pizzazz of the metal flake and the frost. One thing that I really like about the gel pens is I can so easily glide in and out of the more intricate areas. Some of these has such tiny areas that you have to get into. A lot of detail and added areas. Hey, Brian. Yeah, we've started another coloring page, buddy. I missed you. You didn't stay for the full run yesterday, and Kylie showed up and he asked if you was on, and Mitchell told him that you was, and you just kind of disappeared on us. How you doing today, Brian? Oh, wow. How did you break a rib? I had a feeling that your internet was acting up, 'cause it's not like you to just leave without saying bye. That's what I told the gang. More than likely your internet had been acting up. Kylie thought maybe that you was on an adventure exploring. Glad that your internet's working good today. Oh. Yeah, just like pencils and crayons, the pens run out. Shame that there isn't anything that lasts forever. The crayons themselves I really don't like using, not on these, because there's just too much detail and you can't get into them with the crayons. Things I've done, I made it look easy, but rest assured. Yeah, I know it was. I mean, the cavern was interesting and stuff, even it being flooded, but you take big chances when you go in places like that. Wow. Shouldn't be coughing that long. Okay, let me show you. Yeah. Yeah, you gave some pretty good language anyway, even if you had to edit. So this is what I've got here. Now I'm going to go into the different shades of greens for the ferns. When I get to the flowers, Brian, I'll let you Yeah. When I get to the flowers, I'll let you two pick out colors. But for now, I'm going to get these ferns and leaves colored in. I'm going to use 2 different shades of greens. I'm using the frosts here, but maybe it'll be better for me not. Just going ahead and use these solid colors. I'll use the 3 of them here. That way it'll really be bright and colorful. What kind of weather have you got today, Brian? Did you get the notification okay, Brian? Yeah, I've been running this now for 28 minutes, and nobody has been on other than Sandy. I mean, it showed that there's been a few ghost watchers, but they went back off. It's just been Sandy. None of my painting pals have showed up yet today. Huh. I'm wondering about the rest of our buddies. Nobody's in. "96, wow. I don't even know what temperature I've got. Seemed like it was warm early, but I woke up kind of on the hot side. And it was 75 here in the house, but I woke up burning up. 96 is kind of hot for this time of year for Illinois, isn't it? Usually September is when temperature starts cooling down. Oh, I kind of figured that Illinois would cool down fast like all the other northern states. What part of Kentucky? I lived in the southern part of Kentucky. I lived close to the Virginia border. It was about 2 hours away from Virginia where I lived. I've heard of Paducah, but I don't believe I've ever actually been there. But I have heard of it. Yeah, I know what you mean, Brian. I've got my fingers crossed for you, buddy. Yeah, I lived about 2 hours from Virginia and right next door to West Virginia. I was so close to the neighboring state that the river was right across from the road. I could walk down and fish. Where I lived is more country-like and not very modernized at all. They're kind of behind on the times. Okay. I don't blame you, Brian, for wanting to take a little bit of a break. But you have shoved in a whole lot of videos lately. Been pretty interesting. Now, I know that that part of Illinois is so broken down, but it's still interesting seeing those old buildings. I would absolutely love to see you have a job. Well, what company line did you apply to, Brian? What railroad company did you apply to? Post-Dispatch newspaper today, St. Louis had got it way wrong. There is now known 12,000 abandoned properties. TRRA. I've never heard of that one. Well, I certainly hope that they hire you. Today I am going to be making my homemade stroganoff. Or at least I'm pretty sure I will be. According to how late it is when I get off here, if there's time for me to walk to the Family Dollar. I walked another 5 miles this morning. I walked to the Family Dollar and back. That will give me another 3 miles, I think it is. Or 2.5 miles, something like that. I need to get some scrubbers for the house. Kind of give me an excuse to add more steps to my Fitbit. But if it's too late, then I won't. It's been getting dark close to 8 o'clock. I like to give myself enough time to walk it. It's not a bad neighborhood to walk, but there's no street lamps for me to see. Not the road I'm going to be walking anyway, so makes it easier just going ahead and do it during the day when you can see. And I love walking. I've always been a walker. I've been walking ever since when we lived in Ohio. The place that we lived, there was a little mini store that we would walk to. So I've been walking since I was about the age of 6. And then like I walked to school because it was just down over the hill. So I love walking. Oh, well, that's okay. Anybody who watches the replay will hear. I was talking about how many miles that I walked today and me wanting to go to the Family Dollar this evening if it's not too dark. And I'm maybe fixing my homemade stroganoff. I was launching into a little bit of a historical fact about me. When I lived in Ohio, we walked a lot of places. It was convenient to walk and fun. So I've been walking a long time. Something I really enjoy doing. Man, I am smearing this green all over this page. Gonna kind of have the effect like I took a brush and just swept over it. I miss Ohio. I mean, I was only 8 years old when we moved out, but I still loved it. And where I lived in Ohio, it was just a few hours from Niagara Falls. Never went to them though. I don't blame you, Brian. I like the convenience of having a car. Even though I love walking, I wouldn't want to have to walk everywhere. Trying to make sure to get all of these certain vines. Wow, you're moving along pretty good there. Before you know it, you'll have your 1,000. Watch and see. You'll get there in no time. Try not to look at mine so much, that way I'm pleasantly surprised when I do see it. And yeah, isn't it kind of sad the kind of material people want to watch? I just like seeing the old buildings and stuff. I don't like seeing you try to do anything dangerous. I like seeing, even though it's broken down and stuff, I like seeing the history. Because those buildings, they're historical. And it's fascinating to me. Sure wouldn't want to ever see you like break your leg or something. Yep. Sadistic groups. Okay, now for me to work on these ferns. Missed that and that. Shoot it. Wish I had a little bit more subject matter. Kylie's trying to coach me in my live streams that I talk more, even if I'm just looking down or coloring. It is so hard to find a subject matter. He said even if I talk about the Smurfs, well, the Smurfs were blue and tiny and stupid with their La 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 song. At least he's got something that he does talk about, and that's the exploring. Talks about the ups and downs, the ins and outs, and what not to do, and better way to go. And when I'm coloring all these pages, what am I going to say? Stay within the lines? I do pathetic even if I do a live stream where we just chat. I wait for other people to open up conversation. I don't ever have anything to talk about. It's sad. Oh my gosh. Boy, there are creeps all in the woodwork. Sure. Bow down to the Islamics. Not. Well, shucks, seeing that people may watch this on replay, I can at least talk about pleasant things. I can just think of things to talk about. You know, Brian, since you like to cook so much, you ought to do a video on what you cook one of these days. Maybe do a video on your breakfast pizza or something. Now, I'd like to know about that. I might would attempt it myself. I might do another video on my lasagna. Well, at least you was able to. Person was really being persistent, huh? Yeah, that would be some pretty cool content, because you know that's not just your live streams, it's your vlog also. So yeah, that would fascinate me. Anyway, I was kind of considering the other day that I may do one on my lasagna. And I haven't made lasagna for quite some time. It's about time to have some. It's a recipe that I learned in home ec. It's a pretty simple one and delicious. My sister-in-law kind of helped me fix up the sauce on it though, so it tastes even better. Would you fix my lasagna too? I went back to the video that I done. Well, you commented on one of my videos and you said that you finally made my stroganoff and it was so yummy. It made me feel good. A couple other people said they was going to make it and they never gave me feedback what they thought about it or if they even made it at all. So I make my lasagna. You can give me feedback if you make it, what you think about. You do a video on your breakfast pizza and I will comment and tell you if I made it and what I thought about it. Hello, Eric. Yeah, I see that. I'm glad that you showed up, buddy. How you doing? I am busy coloring in a coloring book. Doing great. I'm coloring. And this is a live stream where I do a coloring book and my viewers get to pick out the colors. I've had it set up before where my viewers also get to watch me color, but I didn't set it up that way today. So today I'm just chatting while I'm coloring. Yeah, coloring. Yeah, he's got his caps on so I can hear him clearly, Brian. I don't know, in a way, all caps are easier to see in a live stream. Kind of show up like a beacon. I tell you, it makes it easier, that's for sure. What, baby girl? Are you wanting to say hi? She said hi. I almost believe I could teach this cat to talk, seriously. Yeah. I'm going to be cooking later. I've got this recipe for stroganoff. I done a video on it once, how I make it. Anyway, I'm going to be making it tonight. Or at least I've got plans to. up behind me, baby girl? Yep, she's behind me. She loves getting up here behind me. She's wanting something though. Whoa! You wanted to say hi to everybody, didn't you, baby girl? She's saying hi to all of yous. Kind of doing a video bomb there, is she? Y'all get to look at her face. They'll make an interesting subject staring at a cat. Catherine, nobody can see. Oh, that's my girl. Yeah, no, Mama can't color. You're blocking it, baby. Mama color. It's just like a cat to get in the way when you're doing something. She's trying to get my attention is what she's doing. Attacking my pen. She is, and a very curious one too, as cats are. It's very seldom that she even gives a photo bomb, but it tickles me when she does. I wish your Roscoe would be photogenic like this. She's not ashamed to show herself on bed. My baby. You and I's gonna have to lay down on the couch, aren't we, sweetheart? Okay. I'll show you here in a moment, Brian, how much I've got done yet. I figured that I would get done with this pretty fast, but there's actually more detail in the leaves. It's not that there's so much in the picture, it's just how much of it. what I did. No, that's most of it anyway. Well, at least you got that done and over with. Okay, that's what I've got so far. I've got a very light green here in the small ferns, and then a medium green. And I'm getting ready to switch into the darker green. I wish that the entire group would have shown up. That way everybody, okay. That way everybody could have pitched in on this. And it looks like there's going to be a part 2. So guys, there's going to be a part 2 to this. The time is getting late, and this will be continued on Saturday at 3:30. I'm working on a darker green. I'm finishing up the ferns with the darker green. There was 3 shades of green, so now I'm on a dark one. After I'm done with these ferns, I'm going to go on ahead and shut down this stream since we really didn't get a crowd today. And there'll be a part 2. Hopefully Saturday we'll have a better outcome. That way we can work this page together. Because when it comes to the flowers, I'm wanting everybody to pick a color for the flowers. Right now I'm just working on the ferns. It's very much possible, very much possible. I'll probably end up getting the most response after it's uploaded. Everybody's saying they just didn't get it. Now, I blamed it on the hurricane the other day, but now if they didn't get it again, that's just crazy. Man, this paper doesn't soak the ink up as easy. I'm making a smudge mess with my hand. And next Saturday I'll be sure to give like a 30-minute notice. That way there's a greater chance maybe people will get it. I hope. It's not like the rest of the crew not showing up. Which in a way I guess it's good that they didn't, because this could run even longer. And seeing that I am wanting to walk to the Family Dollar, I've got a greater chance of doing so. About what time does it get dark for you now, Brian? That'd kind of be interesting. It'd be different. You want back up here, baby girl. Yeah, it's somewhere between 7:30 to 8 o'clock for me. It seems like it really starts showing at about 7:45, something like that. I haven't paid too much attention exactly, but I know that once it hits 7 o'clock, it's not much longer. Girlie, what are you doing? She has been such a whine butt today. Couldn't find her mouse all morning. It was driving her crazy because she wanted to play. And she's got her other toys, but she won't play with them. It's got to be that mouse. Boy, it's barely cooling down for you. We finally found the mouse, though. My husband, he bags up the trash and he leaves it in the middle of the floor for me to go on ahead and add it to the other trash. And the bag wasn't closed up yet, and her mouse was right there at the front of the bag. It wasn't nasty trash, it was just paper and bottles. So she was very happy when it was found. I was too. The sad thing is, I almost threw that poor thing away. It'd be kind of hard to get that cat to adapt to a new toy. I heard that too, baby girl. This one's actually got a broadleaf on it. Ah, cats are bad for losing their jingles, especially when they're outdoors. Ah, if you noticed, I didn't mind. That's alright. At first I thought you was talking about somebody else, and I realized you was talking about me, but I didn't want to correct you and make you feel bad. It could be. Some of them doesn't accept the name Amy. Yeah, he's an explorer, but I tell you what, some of the things that he explores is pretty awesome. I mean, I know that it's all run down and everything, but there's history, which I find fascinating. Seeing some of those old buildings is fascinating. I tried to imagine what they were like back when they were booming, when they were successful. Yeah, you could kind of say that, couldn't you, Brian? I mean, you even do your vlogs outside. You do your vlogs and your live streams all outside. So yeah, you're kind of like an outdoorsman. Miss Catherine Ashes, what are you doing? I love you too, baby girl. I love you too. Wink. Yeah, she can hardly wait till I'm finished. Yeah, especially like the theater. And that one theater that's all broke down and stuff. Yeah, I can just imagine what it was like back in the day when it was busy and active. I kind of picture it with the old Model T Fords running around and stuff. Okay, Eric, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate it. Okay, they'll be awesome. That will be awesome, Eric. I'll be watching for you. Thank you so much, buddy. I've almost got this last fern done here. I did forget one vine that'll quickly get colored. And then we'll close this out. I'm working hard here to finish this up, Brian. I'm sorry I'm being silent on you. Trying to hurry up here. Trying not to leave dead air too long. Really? Someone might have fooled around with it. I don't trust pawn shops. I hope nobody messed around with it though. Okay, I got this little vine to do here that I missed, and I'll show you this. And also, before we close out the live stream, I'll let you see that page that we had finished. It's got the crazy circles on it. Actually, it turned out looking pretty good. Doesn't so twist the eyes anymore. Grandpa! So glad to see ya. It has been so empty on this live stream today. Sheila Nelson's family, hello. Yeah. Well, it's good to know that they wouldn't. Okay, let me show you this. Shell, I'm going to fill you in. On my live streams, I color, and normally I've got a big group of people that comes in and they pick the colors out for me. But I really didn't have my big group show up. So I kind of just done the greens myself. But next Saturday, there's going to be a part 2 to this. Hopefully my big crowd will come in, and then everybody gets to pick the colors for these flowers. It's not going to look too bad. Well, that's awesome. Glad to know that. Now let me go on ahead and show you that other page that was finished. I'm anxious for the flowers to be done. I wish my group had come in. Thank you. Okay, this looks pretty good, huh, Brian? It doesn't bum out the eyes anymore. I like that. Stacked right. Frame it. I'm going to have to invest in a lot of frames. I've got my paintings I'm wanting to frame and everything. Yep. Well, and since I've got a couple latecomers, we'll just kind of sit here and chat for the next 10 minutes and then we'll close it out. But anyway, there will be a part 2 on that one page next Saturday, and I will give like a 10-15 minute notification on it. The reason why I've started just kind of launching into it is because I get so excited to do these that I really don't want to wait for that time. So I think that kind of messes things up, though, because people don't seem to get the notifications unless I give the heads up on it. Yeah. Yeah, so, I don't know, since I'm planning on going to the Family Dollar, I might see what I can find. And I've got these up here on the wall that I'm wanting to hang up as well. I'm wanting to frame them. You know, the one that we've done that's got all the beautiful colors in it, those pages do not rip out. They're like glued in like a regular book, so they don't rip out. So that kind of screwed it up. We'll close this out. We'll see how the conversation is going here in a little bit. Might close it out here at 85 minutes or wait until 90 minutes. It looks like I've got another one who came in. Somebody popped in and left. Anyway. How are you doing today, Grandpa? Yeah, it's not going to be much longer, Brian. By the looks of it, I should be able to join in your live stream tomorrow, Grandpa. I don't have anything happening around the evening, so I should be able to join in there. And I'll try to catch yours, Brian. And time is at 5:30. I'll have enough time to walk to the Family Dollar. And when I get back, I'll look to see if you're still running yours. That way at least I can get like half of it or the tail end of it. Stop in long enough to say hi to everyone. I feel so exhausted today. I think I got up too early. Awesome. What'd you have for dinner, Grandpa? I'll at least try to make your stream, Brian. Even if I catch the last of it, I'll at least stop in to say hey. My hair did not dry right. That's frustrating. Those are dry. Turkey burgers are dry. It's hard to keep them moist. Smashed taters. Yummy. Chris, how you doing, buddy? Watching your movie, huh? What was you watching? Fantastic Beasts. Wow. Okay. Never heard of it. Hello, Rita. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi. Okay, I'm going to run this for 2 more minutes. And then I'm going to go on ahead and hang it up. She's one of those fast talkers. When she comments on me, she just throws me a bunch of flowers and hearts and leaves. I'm afraid so, buddy. But if you was watching a good show, then, you know, I don't blame you. I had just got done coloring some leaves. Yep. There's going to be a part 2 next Saturday, though. So I'll just have to make sure to give about a 15-minute heads up. That way people's got a fair chance. This has been a slow stream anyway, Chris. Nobody really did show up. Just a few. You too, Grandpa. Alright, y'all, it's at 90 minutes now, so I'm going to go on and hang this up. Sorry that you missed it, Chris. Be sure to catch it next Saturday, though, bud. I love yous, and thanks for stopping in, and sorry it wasn't a busier stream, but it happens. So, yep, I will see yous later. Love you guys. Have a great evening.